Wow, what an episode I have for you today. You know, if you watch my earlier videos, friends, I was speaking to you about how market makers like to manipulate a lot of price action because they have a lot of token supply in cryptocurrency. And right after I drew this pattern for you, I'm actually going to show you the pattern I drew. Right after I drew the pattern, it actually appeared, which is funny. So I'm going to show you the pattern I drew first. So firstly, I just want to show you that in cryptocurrency, this is why we are staying on the right path. It's nice to just peek over the edge and see, oh, like, you know, are we on the right path? Are we meant to be buying and holding? What about this whole trading thing? And remember, friends, I was a day trader professionally for like, over 10 plus years, okay? So I know exactly what the game is, okay? You ain't outperforming buy and hold, brother. Not in crypto. Not when you have 10Xs available. No. A few people will, but not the most. So I drew this pattern and I said, well, in cryptocurrency industry, what you'll find is there's this pattern you always see. So something goes up and like every single bot, right? Every bot, every human bot, every bot, you talk to them and they're like, oh, I want to go with the momentum. So what they do is it's always the same stuff, right? They all like, oh, I'd like to come buy this dip. So what happens is they come in and the market starts curling a bit and actually they get in here. But when you have WinterMute and DRW and all these other subhuman filth, market maker, quant, algo, cockroach gut, bug eating, pencil neck, noodle arm, leg day skipping scum in the market, what happens is there's a little like fake out that goes up because basically these people, they're right. So here's the thing. In a normal world, they're actually correct. Like, oh yeah, the market is going up. But what happens is you'll find that WinterMute, I call them WinterPoop, and these other scum market makers, okay, what they're able to do is, because they got a lot of token supply, they just go, and they just break it through the low. And they just run all these bots as stops. Because all these bots, they get in, they go, oh, I got my cute little stop here, we're going up. And yes, you just do a farty poopy noise, you drop it in the toilet bowl. Then what ends up happening is, what you'll find is, after they stop out here, the market just goes, ooh, I'd like to go up now. Now, I drew that in my previous video, but this is funny. Like literally 10 minutes later, that exact same chart pattern appeared in just a random coin I was looking at, OGN. And I'm going to show it to you. Look at this right here. Bang. I just couldn't believe it. It was like 2 seconds after I say it, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's right there. There it is right there. He goes, oh, wow, I'd like to buy the dip, sir. And look at this. It is going to be the dip. Get all the stops and then go up. Why do they do that? Well, here's the thing, friends. When you and I trade on an exchange, you pay fees. There's brokerage fees. These market makers, they get like a 99% discount. They pretty much don't have fees on a lot of these exchanges, yeah? Because they're there to generate volume. That's part of their deal. Or if they do have fees, it's like literally 90 to 95% off. So these bots, they will literally rinse everybody out. And if they have like a 52% edge strategy, they'll just run it. They'll run it to the floor. And it's strategies that you and I can't run, okay? So that's why, friends, this thing is very, very common. You know what's funny? If you look closely, after I made this post, and I said, hey, WinterMute, they're scum. This is what they do. By the way, you can beat them. Okay, I know how to beat them. The thing is, though, you're constantly adapting. It's going to take you a few years to learn up and down. You got to have 100% discipline. And then you realize, oh my gosh, I just had a bull market in the past 1.5 to 2 years. This is when you're looking forward from here. And you're like, oh my gosh, I should have just bought and held. What was the whole point of that? Because now you got the bear market where all the volume goes down anyway. So after I made this post, you look carefully, okay, in the top right, it actually appeared again. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I saw it again. And that's why I made another post here, friends. Check this out. So you see this in the box? It literally did the exact same chart pattern and it went up and then it breaks the low and then it actually pops up. Interesting. Also, friends, I'm seeing a bit of cope here. I've just noticed this post here under replying. You've made critiques of every crypto except Pulse Chain. You should do a video critiquing Pulse Chain for once. I mean, what do you want to hear, bro? It's all about the price. The price is cheap. I don't care if you think that it's a Ponzi scam, dog shit, cheap. I don't care what you think. The price is cheap. I'm not here to say, oh, this thing up or down. I go off the price. If the price is attractive, I like it. I want to see, okay, why is it this cheap? See, most people, that's not how most investors think. That's not how most people think. That's why most people are losers. Most people want to suck off the winners. They're just like women. They want to wait at the finish line and marry the winner. Yes? But that doesn't get you anywhere. The winner is starting from step one, running the race, practicing before the race starts. So if you have this attitude of, which most people have, which is, oh, this chain is great and it's doing well. Yeah, bro, all you're telling me is the green candles are here and it's priced expensive and everybody likes it. Okay, who gives a shit? You're telling me, oh, this thing has a higher price. Okay, bro, go buy it, see what happens. Go to the bookies, go bet on the favorite of every sports game. See what happens. See how long you have an account in the next 6 months. I mean, if you notice, the bookies will gladly let you play into them. Okay? They want any sports betting account, they're not going to stop your account because you're just feeding them money. You see? So we're here to look for value. So if you want to talk about, there's plenty of critiques you can do for Pulse Chain. Oh, it's lacking this or it's lacking that. But is it really a critique? It's a critique of the economy. The business cycle's down. That's what it comes down to. You know, it comes down to the business cycle. I mean, have you watched any of my 5,200 plus videos, bro? This is, the business cycle is down. What's your critique, bro? Can I ask you? Let me ask you something. What's your critique of Dogecoin? What's your critique? Doesn't matter. Did a 4,000x. What's your critique? The founder, Billy Marcus, sold his Dogecoin in 2015. He sold it for like 20 grand. The founder. The chain does nothing. The chain has pretty much no users. The chain has no real founder who gives a crap. You kind of have Elon now, but you had to buy it before Elon got in. What's your critique? There's thousands. What's going on with Dogecoin? Nothing. Literally nothing. Can you use it for anything? No. Does it have privacy? No. Does it have smart contracts? No. Can you bridge into it? You got to use some off-ramp EVM stuff. And what can you do on it? Literally nothing. Nothing. There's no tech. No passport identities. Nothing. Does it have a stablecoin super cycle on it? No. Can you do payment solutions? Literally no. 5,000 no's. Did it matter? No. So that's why, friends, most people, they're playing the wrong game, bro. When you're looking at most of the markets, you're seeing it from a lens of you want to join the crowd. I'm seeing it from the lens of what does the price say? What do I think? That's what I'm looking for. Asymmetric information. If the price is low for something, I'm like, oh, let me try look for a reason why I could think that this price could be higher one day. That's what you're meant to do if you want to win. If you don't want to win, if you want to be a cookie cutter and you want to get the cookie cutter returns, go buy high like the rest of everybody else. You can go do that. I mean, be my guest, bro. Go buy XRP. You can go buy XRP. And then good luck, because XRP is getting dumped on by the XRP maxis in about 3.5x. Blockchain backers dumping. So it doesn't matter, but everybody is comfortable with their different levels of risk. And I don't care what other people have or they think. I don't have to sell anyone. I got literally nothing to tell you. I don't care. I'm just telling you, I see value in something and it's going to pump with or without me. There are many things out here, almost not everything, literally everything I own. If there's value in it, it's going to move without me anyway. See, friends, that's why when you play this game, and you know what, we got to crank it up a bit. Let's have some fun. Now, this is a game with limited money because everybody, vultures, fighting over, there's basically no meat left on the bone. Okay, there's all these market makers, there's all these insider deals and everything out here. You're playing a very, very tough game. The game I just told you about, it's easier said than done, right? But that's where the real money is. That's where actually everyone wins. Everyone who's in wins. Because you're betting on a growth rate, you're betting on Metcalfe's law, you're betting on the business cycle continuing up, right, which is PMI rising. You're betting on more humans coming in, you're betting on more adoption, you're just betting on more things. But there's a price you pay, time, right? You don't get your dopamine hit every step of the way. You got to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. I mean, I just like this, friends. I just literally hit it out of the park, bro. What is your reason for Dogecoin existing? Bro, I could give me you. There are 55,000 critiques. You could talk to me about Dogecoin in 2015. And you know what? While we're here, let's go look at the Dogecoin chart, okay? Look at these. It's always people who see 50,000 examples in front of them, and they're like, nah, I don't see it. Okay, bro, you don't have to see it. I don't really care. I'm just telling you, you are the guy right here saying, Dogecoin, it's stupid. It's just a dog logo. The founder sold. And you know what they were saying back here, by the way? Well, friends, what was the narrative in 2016? Smart contracts. Dogecoin, did it have smart contracts? No. Does it have payment solution stuff? No. Does it even have a founder at this point? No. Founder's gone, bro. Look what happens next, bro. You want to do the return on that? You want to do the return on that? It is, look at this. 5,400x return. Still does nothing, you know? So crypto is not really about whether something is good or not, okay? It's about memes, cults, religions. Who cares about it? Just like the GDP of a nation, an actual country, is it really all about the tax rates? No. Look at Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico give you like basically very, very low tax rates. Yeah, but friends, have you ever watched an interview with Uncle Peter Schiff? His internet's going down every 15 seconds. People there, you know, like the infrastructure and the internet and stuff, it's not 100%. Then you realize, oh, well, that's why it's low. They're trying to attract people in. You see? So a lot of these things, if you think about them, you do the research, you realize why most people lose. Because they're looking at the wrong signals of the market. That's why I made this post here, friends, to show you, like, WinterPoop are playing that game. That's a mugs game. You're going to lose, okay? You're going to lose. There's only a certain amount of money. There are ways to beat them, by the way. There are ways to beat them, okay? You can't get in with everybody else. But it's esoteric knowledge. Like, you got to get in and see how everyone else is trading first so you don't do that thing, right? Isn't that great? We already know in markets. Are we doing what everyone else is doing? No. What's everyone else doing? They're going to tier 1 listed exchange coins. What's everyone else doing? They're going to 900,000 or 500,000 popular KOLs and getting their list of tokens. What's everybody else doing? They're sucking off Solana. Because they're like, oh, Solana, you're definitely going to flip Ethereum. That's what everybody else is doing. It's priced in. You're betting on the favorites at that point. And look, you can bet on a favorite and the favorite can win. Yeah, but look at your upside, bro. Your upside is you've bet on the favorite, you've bought high with everybody else. Your upside are breadcrumbs. What's your downside? Oh, you lose big. Not just in what you lose, but in opportunity cost. See, there's $1 payout in these coins, your final reward. I'm trying to buy $1 for 20 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents. I'm in the mindset of doing that. I want to buy it for 20 cents, 10 cents, 5, 1, right? Not just pDAI, everything. Like Pulse Chain. If you think Pulse Chain does a 50x from today, that means you're buying $1 for 5 cents today, okay? What are most people trying to do? Most people are trying to buy $1 for 90 cents because they want all the confirmation. They are uncomfortable with unknowns. They are uncomfortable with the question marks. Yeah, but that's okay, bro. You can go do that game. I'm not telling you not to because I don't really give a shit. I'm just telling you you're going to lose and you're going to keep losing. And guess what? You're actually going to end up like me eventually. It's just a matter of time. It's just now, but you have a choice, right? Do you want to learn what I'm teaching you? Do you want to learn in an hour, a month, a year, which is what everybody on my channel has been learning? Or do you want to be a victim of this cycle and then beg to reimagine yourself in 2029 cycle? You know, if you're lucky, by the way, because doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the right thing, you know, or the right mindset in 2029. So you got to remember, right? Look, why do crypto traders often get wrecked? They're playing against the casino. They're playing against the house. They lose, right? When you're buying expensive prices, whether it's day trading, whether it's following everybody else, you are playing bad cards. Yeah. Like you're acting like you got pocket aces. You have 7-2 offsuit. So You got to understand what everyone else is doing, okay? That's how you get ahead. The whole point of the game is to get in early, right? How much technology does Bitcoin have today, by the way? Zero. Literally zero. Can you do privacy, swapping? No. Nothing. Doesn't have any problems going up, though. So that's why when I see stuff like this, which has happened in the past 24 hours, that pDAI got listed on CoinGecko under stablecoins, bro. You see that? Like it's confirming in real time. That's why, friends, I've told you, look at this, stablecoins. How wonderful is that? Even wrapped Bitcoin is under crypto-backed tokens, pWBTC. Okay, so pWBTC and pDAI. It doesn't mean they necessarily win, man. You know, pDAI went to zero twice. Doesn't necessarily mean that wins. But when I see cracker memes like this, it makes me think otherwise.
Does DAI on Pulse Chain really matter that much?
It's the difference between your funds are safe and your funds are gone.
This is edge, bro. This is edge. It hits differently. Stablecoin super cycle. No one's ever done this before. Literally no one. Also wanted to give you a friendly reminder. Remember, friends, I've shown you the pWBTC to pDAI ratio. It's still grinding down. All right. Now, I don't know how far it's going to go. It's just, I'm looking for this like 50,000 or 30,000 zone. It's going to take a few months. I've been waiting a long time. Happy to wait. And hopefully it comes because of pDAI's super strong overperformance, where pWBTC also goes up, but it finds it hard to catch up. So we're just waiting for these pockets of time. So, friends, if you follow soy boy, Copa terminology and excuses, you were selling pDAI up here. Right? A lot of people did. They said, Richard Hart, the guy who lived on top of a sandwich shop, he doesn't like this coin. So I'm going to click sell. That's what people did. Okay. How are you feeling about it now? Still think you're a genius? Makes you wonder, right? You know, there's this one picture I keep reposting because it's so worth it, man. Just like, it's obviously, it's me on a donkey. But look at this, Prince. If all it took was hard work, then the donkey would own the farm. You have to believe, right? What does it mean, though? What does it actually mean to believe? It means what we're doing right now. It means the market is saying that this thing, not any coin, right? Pulse chain, whatever it is, it's 5 cents right now. And you say it's going to be $1 one day. It's worth $1 to me now. Okay. What's keeping you from selling? Belief, right? Now, people will obviously joke and say bag holding or they can't sell. Yeah, you can sell. Why can't you? You can click sell right now, dude. No one's stopping you. You can click sell. You can click sell. You can go chase something else. Go buy another Alex Becker coin or go buy a crypto banter shill. You can go do that, see how that works. But something is keeping you from doing that because you know you've touched that stove. And that stove ain't pretty. It's got hairy legs, hasn't shaved her armpits in about 3 months. And she's got that, you know, that new trend, friends, that the thick eyebrow thing that girls do that give themselves a monobrow. Yeah, that's the type of stove you've been touching. It hurts. So you know you're doing the wrong thing by going there. But many people have tried. If all it took was hard work, the donkey would own the farm. The secret to markets is positioning. Okay, if you're in this business of like trying to think, here are some critiques. Here's this chain up and down. Dude, that is scum, soy boy, 4-panel macro podcast VC talk. That's grifter talk. Oh, what's your critique up and down, bro? They're gonna freaking dump the freaking tokens and then like and reimagine themselves to something differently in the next bear market anyway. It's not about that, man. Like the biggest pumpers in crypto have literally zero technology. Zero. They just got believers. XRP, no technology. Doge, no technology. Bitcoin, no technology. Nothing. Literally nothing. Bitcoin just literally sits there, does nothing. Yes, people are still saying, of course, it's proof of work, etc., etc. But what you're doing is you're celebrating, the Apple iPhone Generation 1 equivalent, right? Or you're celebrating a Super Nintendo, and now we literally got VR goggles and stuff. You know what I mean? So all of these things, you put them all together, the thesis is still the same. Okay? Yeah, it's painful, man. I'm not saying it's not painful, but that's the game, man. That's the game. When everyone's dopamine is deprived, it's about who blinks first. So whoever's not positioned for the thing gaining traction, they eventually start noticing it. You don't know where they're going to go completely, but that's why I said it's a believer cycle, man. It's literally a believer cycle. Like, do you understand how hard it was? Let me just show you again, man, for you. There's a couple of copers out there. Do you think it was easy to hold an imaginary dog shit coin that does nothing, bro, with this chart? Do you think it was easy holding this chart during DeFi season, dude? We literally made Aave, Chainlink, synthetics, DeFi, yield farming, revolutionized finance. All of it, Ethereum, smart contracts, all of it. Do you think it was easy holding this dog shit Dogecoin that was down 92%? No tech, no bridge, nothing to do on it at all. Guess what? Selling was the wrong move. You could have had a 15-page Eric Wall essay telling you why you're an idiot for even touching this coin. And you wouldn't have just been a little wrong. You would have been gargantuanly wrong. Like, the only metaphor I can use is you're walking down the main street of Thailand, you go for a feel, and you know something's there that shouldn't be. That's how wrong you are about your assumption. Look how wrong you are, by the way. You are wrong. Bro, it did a 298x in your face. You know, and yeah, that's a unicorn. Okay, divided by 10. Divided by 10. That's 29x. Divide that again by 2. It's 15x. It's 15 times your money. And I went super conservative, okay? If that was the formula we needed, we wouldn't be looking at markets this way, okay? And all those grifter VC scum out there who are just shilling us complete dog shit while they're selling their own tokens OTC market at 50% below market price. If all it took was this technology, zero knowledge stuff, okay, they'd all be rich already and they wouldn't need to go sell you dog shit like Molestia and all these other coins via OTC, okay? So the thesis is still here. Stablecoin supercycle, meme coin supercycle, running concurrent to the Bitcoin IPO bubble, the crypto IPO bubble, and the Bitcoin treasury bubble. I guess we'll see how it all plays out. You press like, you press subscribe, you press that bell button, you press all, you call mum and dad, you say you love them. Catch you soon.